Hello guys, here's Madam OK, and today we will be painting a red beet using the watercolors. So let us start with the sketch. I want to create the land coming quite high. Next step will be to create the beet, and we'll place it quite in the center. You see, quite big. Remember that the beet shape is not perfectly rounded. Right, it's an organic shape, so we can change slightly the look. Like, could be a little bit thicker on one side, right? You see here, and then we move it on one side, just like this. We see a little bit of it coming up above the ground, and then we have very nice leaves. Those leaves have very red colored stems. This, even like this part here, it's a little bit tougher, right? As thick and heavy as the root by itself. See, and then we have again thicker stems that will be red. Voila. Now we can show a little bit of the leaves that will start growing from here. They will be green. Maybe another one coming here. Just a tiny bit, you see, and then the shape, maybe this one will overlap, another one a little bit lower. Fantastic. So sky, leaves with stems, red stems, we have a bulb. Now from there, guys, I guess I have to start working with colors. I will first get a little bit of the outline of my beautiful beet here. So I'm making red. And I'm making it red. It doesn't mean that it will be red. No, not necessarily. It's just for myself to have the first color in it. Remember that working with the watercolors, you start always with the lighter color that you will be using here, right? When you start right away, let's see, we have some sections that are black, and you start with the black color, that will be a disaster, guys. Disaster. Because you won't be able to go back to the white, okay? So right now, I'm creating the sections of red that will pick up in some spots later on when I come with other colors, true, you see, and I also leaving some white here because maybe I will use it later on. Even in those darker sections here, you see, above the ground, I'm still going with this color, actually mixture of my two red colors. One is the cool one, and another one is the warm red, warm cool. Okay, so see, it's already starts getting the shape. Okay, still not a perfect form, and it's slowly but surely we go towards it, right? Or moving towards it, I should say. Very good. See, like this. A little bit stronger, and I definitely want to go into my leaves. And those stems have to be very pronounced. They have to be red. There's not another answer or solution, but they have to be strong red, bright red color. And I have to do them precisely. So I'm using the technique called wet on dry. That means paper is dry and I'm moving wet paint because paint is wet. So here, when I use this technique, I'm able to have more control over my mark making, right? Nothing spills, floats into other direction, what is often the case when you work with technique used wet on wet. It depends what do you want to paint. You use either wet on wet or wet on dry. Good. Now another color that I want to use is brown, and this color will come here already, see? So I'm moving it especially in the section above here because this section is quite dry, and this color already starts flowing more in my painting. And the reason for it is that my section, this section here, it's already quite wet. So you see there's a little bit more freedom for the paint to move. I'm still trying to contain it inside of the bulb that I created, this particular shape. Because you see it's a nice interaction. When you would use right away brown, I don't think it will look so good. There's quite a bit of color that we still plan to apply here, and we go step by step. We don't rush, we just take our time to develop it to the way we want to have it developed, right? Good. Another color now that will come is a yellow color. It's a little bit of green in it. So what I want to do with it, I want to bring it into my leaves. Why, you will say, why I put yellow into the leaves? Well, because yellow mixed with blue gives me a nice green color. So when I want to have my leaves have variety of colors in them, not just one kind of green, I definitely want to put some yellow in them. Okay, and then I will show you what will happen. I also want to use this yellow color here and blend it a little bit on the side into my root. Okay, then then a little bit of the green will come, and I will show you what will happen now with the beautiful leaves. So you see, right away I have a nice green color, especially next to my red. It will become so sharp. See, like this, and there. So having fun, that's the most important part. And even, believe me or not, I bring some blue into this, into the leaves, right? So you see, it's still green color, but such a different one. And when I'm looking at variety, that's what I want to have. See, this blue changes completely the look of my green. Now, if I want to keep it this way, maybe not. So I will use a little bit of the paper towel. So how this will look like. Now notice what I'm doing here. With this blue paint, I'm going on one side of the stems to make sure that I bring a little bit more volume into them. You see? Like this. A little bit more here, and then definitely a little bit more of it here. Now the time is for the blue to come. So where I want to have a blue, I have the blue here, so I certainly can also continue with it on this side here, right? So you see, it'll be quite a colorful bulb, but I do want to have it. I don't want to keep one boring color. I'm a colorist, right? Every painter is a colorist, so you have to work with the colors and enjoy experimenting. There's nothing more interesting than experimenting with them. You see, so now we have beautiful interaction of the colors, just fantastic. This is the cool red that I have on the side. This one or this one here is the same palette, just that I have both of them here because I like to mess up with the colors. So I have always the chance to move from one palette to another. So you see what is happening? The colors are richer. So everything works so well here. I'm still going with more red here. I certainly like to have it. And now I'm dabbing them almost on. See, getting thicker. And when you use so many colors, then that already is reflected in the painting. See, the painting looks more interesting. It's not boring. So we can hit those lines here. I certainly want to come with this color also. Yeah, see, it is still playing. Everything it's about having fun. And at this time learning how to paint. See, and then it's definitely here. I want to strengthen a little bit this side here. And then I can move to the, believe me, black and brown again. See, my black will come here. And then start rounding it. And then a couple of those stronger lines will go here like this. See? And then I will move them as well. Mush them in some places. Just a little bit. Because I don't want there will be too much of it. And I'm not... Wow. See, rich as much as it can go with all those beautiful colors. See? And then, believe me or not, I will come even with a little bit of my orange yellow color here. See? So much fun. Now I want to indicate the ground. So with the ground, I will go with a little bit of brown. I don't want to go right away super dark. So you see, and skinny line will be okay. Like this. And then on the other side, you come here. That looks really good. You see, you can bring it a little bit now wider, but not too much, in not all the section. Like you see, not evenly, like this. Okay, and then we get here. Now, I want to also have some on this background, a little bit of the color here. And maybe on the sky, I don't know. So let us get some black here. So I have to use a different brush. And I'm going here with the earth color. See, so it's black, but it's not really super dark. That's my idea here. So I have to use paper towel and move the paint. See, moving. That's better, okay? And even if you believe me or not, I will use a little bit of blue because the blue will help me to get the color more interesting, right? You see? See, it's almost done. So much fun working this way. So you see, now I'm going with the paper towel because I want to move the paint on all sides. I'm still looking here for some blue, more blue here. See, just bringing this line here a little bit more like this. So I think we can call our painting done. Yes, I decided that I will add some yellow, just a little bit here, to the background. And I think that will help our painting look a little bit stronger. Because that is always, remember, that's a painting, so we want to work with colors. We want to have lots of fun here. And even like you see here, I can put a little bit of orange. That will be okay too. Changing the color. Yep, I think that helped the painting, and now it's really done. So have a good day. Bye.